I think another thing I notice is you find just one thing that a character loves or that they hold dear, and then you find the most brutal way to rip it away from them. Like I said before with Michelle, like just the way her family gets systematically torn away from her, or like Jamie, it's just bang, your sword hand is gone. Now what do you do? Is that something that you try to do? Do you try to just find really how to destroy your character's life in an exceptionally specific way based on what they hold dear?
Do I do that?
I don't know. Now that I've said it, are you questioning whether you're a sadist or not? Or
No, I think you have to take your characters and you have to put them through crises. That's what fiction and drama is all about. Is not your hero has a really good time, but things have to happen that cause the characters to question who they are and what their place in the world is and what the meaning of it all is. To go through the dark nights of the soul and times of fear and terror and all of this. I've always taken as my mantra the William Faulkner's words in his Nobel Prize acceptance speech, where he said, "The human heart in conflict with itself is the only thing worth writing about." I think that's true of all fiction, of literary fiction, such as Faulkner wrote, but also of science fiction and fantasy and historical novels and nurse novels and whatever. I mean, if you have real characters grappling with real problems, the human heart in conflict with itself, doesn't matter if it's in a castle or a spaceship or whatever. If you have that, then you have power, and if you don't, then you don't. And Jamie losing a hand, losing the very thing that he defined himself on is crucial to I think where I want to go with the character. And he questions, what do you make of yourself after you've lost that? And of course I have Tyrion now going through similar things. I mean, he's always focused on the things that he did not have, like his father's respect or admiration, or perhaps women didn't look on him the way he would have liked them to look on him and all of that stuff. But in the aftermath of the events of the recent books, he's now realizing the things that he did have that he's now lost, like the Lannister name and a vast fortune in gold that could allow him to buy and sell anything. He's been reduced to the most primal, difficult situation where he has nothing but the clothes on his back, and even those don't belong to him, and his wits, his tongue. So that's what drama comes out of. I love exploring that stuff.
do you ever do something like cut Jamie's hand off and then go, bugger, I wish I could still see him sword fight. Why did I do that? Is there something you've written and you've gone, why did I do that?
No.
No.
No, I'm pretty happy with most of what I've done. There are a few things that you were not aware of, because as a gardener, with the kind of writing style that I use, I go down a lot of dead ends. So there are moments of, why the hell did I do that? But they never appear in the books, because hopefully I say that before the book comes out, and then I rip out that chapter, or I revise that chapter, so something different happens instead, and it feels better. It works better for me. So hopefully none of those things will make it into print. Although you never know. I look back on books I wrote 20 years ago, before Game of Thrones, and I did, by the way, guys, write books and short stories before Game of Thrones.
Available at your local library or bookstore.
There are a lot of them there, but I look back at some of them and see, from the benefit of hindsight, things I could have done differently, things I could have done better. You hope you're always improving, but still.
But Game of Thrones is perfect.
I think so, pretty much, yeah. I have I am bad with eye color, but that's what Elio and Linda are for. They correct me on my eye color. And I have a horse that changes sex. He's not supposed to change sex, or she is not supposed to change sex. She just seems to do so
Who rides
accidentally.
this androgynous horse? Whose is it?
I think it was Brand's horse, actually.
Oh.
I think it was,
Dancer.
yeah. It changes from a mare to a gelding or something in the between books. So that was pointed out to me by my fans. My fans are very eagle-eyed. They miss nothing, you bloody bastards.